What's up, guys? We got a question from Andrew today. He says, I need some De La Riva sweeps. I ain't got nothing from there. Ain't got nothing. You must be from Kentucky too. Cool, man. So I don't think I have a ton of De La Riva stuff. I've got like one set of drills that I was doing years ago. So we'll keep it pretty basic today, especially because you said you don't have any sweeps going on right now. So I'll show you some basic ideas from De La Riva, and you can give these a try. As always, this is my lovely assistant, Mr. Adam Wilson. Let's get started. So let's take a look at this whole idea of De La Riva. So basic De La Riva, I'm gonna take this like right here. So basic De La Riva, you know, we get this heel in position. When I'm grabbing the heel, I'm pulling it out. If Adam's in a position where he can turn his knee out like this is a weak spot for me, right? So if I want to get a good De La Riva hook in, I want to be able to control the heel, okay? It doesn't necessarily mean that I'm going to be really ripping it to the side, but I will be having some control. So if he tries to turn his knee out, I'll be holding his foot in place to stop that, okay? Your traditional De La Riva hook is just a basic grip where we go inside of the leg here, okay? So let's turn this way, Adam. Okay, so from here we get in, this foot goes right on the inside here, and this will give us that basic De La Riva hook here. I remember this, I actually learned this, just sort of side note, completely irrelevant to what we're doing. I learned this De La Riva position in 2003 from a guy named Pavel Popovich. He was showing a seminar at one point, and this was like some new stuff. Like, oh man, he was showing butterfly guard and De La Riva guard. It was like the new magic from Brazil. Now it's like stuff that like white belts know. Okay, now there's a million different grips here, brother. And so Andrew, I don't want to get off into the weeds with every single grip that you can use, but a lot of times in the beginning, I get my white belts to play this cross grip on the sleeve and then the same side hip here. Now, go back to my guard here. The way that we'll typically get the white belts there is, let's say Adam's beginning to do a standing guard break. This is a pretty common entry into the De La Riva. Okay, stands up here. I'll switch off to the sleeve. I'll open my legs, get the ankle, and begin to make him off balance. Again, I get him to post, and then I can get into this position. Pretty common way to get there, not too complicated, right? This is a way that white belts can get into De La Riva, okay? Now, from here, what we want to be doing is I want to have control with my foot here, and I'm being very simple about this here. There's way more details we can get into, but right now, for a simple video, we're going to do this. I'm pushing against this leg, keeping this leg in, and I have some control of him. If he tries to step forward, again, we can keep him off balance here. Now, here's the sweep. I'm going to take my foot, go to the hip. This leg's going to go in behind the knee. It's a basic hook sweep, okay? I'm going to push, pull, 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 okay? And what that looks like is this. Now notice that when I came up, I brought my foot in to get myself in there, okay? One of the big problems that a lot of my newer white belts have is they'll have their leg right here and they'll try to stand up and they get caught. I've even seen one of my guys get caught in an ankle lock in this position because he tried to come up for the sweep and the guy immediately just switched right here and began to attack the foot, okay? So you gotta be mindful of that. So what happens is, once you sweep the person over and you feel them going down, we bring this leg back and we come up into a combat base, okay? So let's take a look at it again. Let's go from the beginning. So, gets in a standing guard position here, right? Starts to break my guard open. I'm gonna get a cross grip, open the guard, grab the ankle and the heel. I'm gonna begin to push it back, pulling the heel, going De La Riva, putting the foot on the inside of the thigh. Okay, keeping everything. Everything's got tension right now, okay? There's no like slack in it. From here, put the foot on the hip, foot goes behind the knee, and we pop and pull at the same time. So there's tension, tension, boom, just like this. And then notice that I kind of held him a little bit in that position and I pulled it back, okay? And what happens is when we do that, we can come up to a good passing position. All right, one more time. Okay, and one thing just to show you guys, even if for some reason Adam's able to square up on me a little bit more than I want him to, I can still do this sweep, okay? From here, we pull the foot back and we use that grip to come up and I go right into a passing position from here. So that's commonly, I believe, called the hook sweep. There's a lot of different names for things depending on the gym that you go to, but that's a really basic De La Riva sweep. Really simple, okay? That said, there are so many different sweeps that you can potentially use. The one thing real fast, guys, when you're using this stuff though, is always think about entries first, then control, and then technical execution, meaning you really want to focus on getting to the position first. That's first, right? If you can't get there, you can't use the moves. Afterwards, you think about controlling the position, right? And then after you can control it somewhat, then you can start looking for whether that's a defensive technique or an offensive technique. You start throwing the techniques in there and then arming the platform. But you can't do that until you have control. So with that said, Andrew, make sure you're getting to a good De La Riva position. Make sure you have some good control on it, focusing on those grips. And then that's when you can start to look like for a basic sweep or something like that to try to use that into your game. So I'm finished. Adam?
Adam.